Okay, welcome everybody, and I hope that you all had a wonderful New Year's. It's really dark in here, actually. That's a little bit better. The reason that I wanted to do this is because we don't really have any training until Danielle. Hey, Celestina, we don't have any training until Danielle gets back from Maui. Now, when she gets back from Maui, she is going to be absolutely overloaded with information for us, and she's going to be like, her cup will be so full, so she's going to have so much to share with us then. So I thought that I would do a quick training for us in the meantime, just to make sure that we are all on track. And one of the things I wanted to say to you to start with is, and I've been trying to think about how I can say this without seeming like well, anyway, I'll tell you what I wanted to say. So a girlfriend of mine has recently become a single mother, and she has two children, and she's not particularly open to starting an Arbonne business, and that's fine. It's not for everybody. She may reconsider that, but I was thinking of her, and I genuinely felt really sorry for her, and I don't want that to sound condescending. I don't want it to sound awful, but I genuinely was thinking, oh my God, what is she going to do? Her life, I feel like we get given so much in this business, and it's not all financial. I just feel like in Arbonne, we have this shiny, amazing life. And I know, I don't just mean for me as a VP, I just mean even the friendships we have, the events we get to go to, how good it makes me feel and what it does for me personally. And I just feel like my life without Arbonne would be so bland. But I don't know if that's because I've been doing it so long and I'm exposed to so much. So I don't know. But I just was thinking, God, what does her life look like now? So I didn't, like I said, I didn't want it to be like a negative thing for her. I didn't want to sound condescending, but I truly that's how I truly perceive what we have here. I truly do perceive it as a gift. And, I felt for her that, I thought, God, if you knew what I knew and if you could see what I see, but I didn't want it to come across like I was being condescending, but that's how I really do feel about this business. And, I guess when people say no to you, just know that they're not the right people, but yeah, I just wanted to share that with you because I had that feeling, and I just thought, I don't know how to explain it without sounding like I'm, being an asshole, but it was more like I feel like, I just wish that she would, be part of what we have, I guess, and get to see everything that we have. But anyway, moving on, that was a side note. Moving on, with regards to Vietnam, have you guys had a look at your tracker? Do you know how to track where you're at for Vietnam? So if you don't, let us know. It is literally when you go across, when you're on your dashboard, and it's Arbonne incentives or trackers, I think it is. And if you click on AIT, it will literally say to you what your QV is, where you're up to, and it will let you know the different levels as you get it. Make sure you are colouring it in as you go, okay? Make sure you're colouring it in and keeping track of it, because that's really important. It keeps you focused and it lets the universe know your intention to be going to Vietnam. So please make sure that you are doing that if you are registered for Vietnam. Hopefully you're all registered as well, especially with the reduced qual this month. That should be absolutely amazing. Okay, so with regards to your business and this month, do you have a strategy? Now, I've never been really big on doing the full strategies that they have in the system. That's just not how I roll. But we do actually have a strategy saved in the files tab of More Nations if that's how you operate, and you can reach out to me or your upline or whoever to help you with your strategy. But for me, when I'm talking about having a strategy for your business, do you just kind of cross your fingers for the month and go, hopefully I hit around this and towards the end I'll just hustle if I need some? Or do you, have you ever actually sat out and gone, you know what, I need to sell 5 skincare ASVPs. I need to sell 5 nutrition ASVPs. Do you know how many workshops you've got? Do you know how many you're aiming for? What are your goals? And I really, really recommend writing them down, like what I did when I got back from AAC, and it was really, really helpful. And I was trying to sell 10 nutrition packs in the last week or whatever. I literally just put them down like that, and then I crossed them off as I did it. Yeah. And then I could see how many I had to go. And that was really, really powerful. I found that was really, really helpful for me. So I really, really want to urge you to basically take responsibility for your business and not just cross your fingers and see where you land. Most of you are doing really, really well, but just track it out, like, you know, set your intention, figure out. So I know a 30-day packs is around 300 QV odd. Rick probably knows exactly what it is. So, you know, how many do you need to sell to get your personal QV? What, you know, what is your goal? Are you aiming for 2.5 personal? Are you aiming for 5,000? Are you, you know, where are you at? What are you looking at? How many people are you hoping to sponsor this month? Are you looking to sponsor 1? Are you looking to sponsor 3? How many people are you asking? You know, so basically that's what I want you to do. I want you to, you know, really set out your intention and be really clear on that. And that was something I probably didn't do enough of last year. And I think it will really, really help us in our businesses if we're very clear about what we're going for. And if you fall short, it's absolutely fine. But, you know, if you don't have a goal, you're just kind of crossing your fingers and seeing what you end up with. So I really, really strongly urge you to set yourself a goal at the start of each month and know where you're headed. And I just think that's going to be really, really powerful for us. And I'm going to do it for myself. I've really, towards the end of last year, got really good at keeping track of, you know, what my QV is, and I'm pulling them off like I've seen MFL and all that do. And I'm really getting, you know, good at tracking everything. And I think setting that intention at the start of each month will be really, really important as well, and really, really helpful. How many workshops, blah, blah, blah. So yeah, mark it all off. Consistency, we know consistency is really important, and this is again something I'm trying really hard to get good at, because I go through days where I'm like smashing it and I do all these asks, and then the next day I might not do anything, and I think, oh, I asked all those people yesterday, so I'm good today. And that's not ideal. We really want to be consistent every single day with our asks. So, you know, I'm not perfect, absolutely not perfect, and I don't think anyone is. We're always looking to improve. And so, you know, some of these things are things that I need to improve on, but hopefully I can also help you, you know, improve on them too. So get consistent with your asking for workshops, asking people to have a look at the 30 days to healthy living, and asking them to join the business. January is the month to sponsor. This is when people are going, well, 2019, I probably got a little bit more debt, or I'm still at that same job, or, you know, fuck my life. You know, people are looking over the year. A lot of people seem to have a really shit year from what I can see on Facebook. Heaps of people were not happy with 2019. Personally, I had a great year. Brilliant year for me in the end. But yeah, a lot of people didn't. So they're looking for change. And this is the time when they're a little bit more open to trying something like this, especially if they've been seeing you having that fun and, you know, all that kind of stuff on Facebook. So sponsoring is really, really important. You just need to be brave. And if people say no to you, just trust that rejection is God's protection. Go back to people that you've asked before. We've got reduced qual. They don't really know what that means, but you can let them know it's a really fantastic time to be joining Arbonne. So it's really simple with that reduced qual. Danielle did go over it, but, you know, if they're getting a business pack, or as I was saying on my earlier live, 12 nutrition packs has you as a district manager. If you have someone join your team, 6 each. Yeah. If you have another person join your team, it's 4 each. Like, seriously, guys, that is so easy. It is so achievable. So yeah, really, really, really want you. Evie, can you, oh yeah, I can mute you. There we go. So yeah, it's really, really achievable. You just need to get out there. So personal development. If I asked you what book you are reading now, would you have an answer for me? I know some of you would, and I know some of you probably wouldn't. Yeah, not the book that you started 3 weeks ago and that you haven't picked up since. What are you literally reading right now? Okay, this is one. Oh, bless. So is that the catalogue, Celestina? So, you know, this is something that I really didn't give enough importance to in my business initially, and I wish I had, because it's so important. So again, not always perfect, doesn't happen every day, but try and get your 10 pages in, okay? I can't stress it enough, and yes, I'm going to bring it up every time. That's how much I think it's important. If I asked you what you're listening to, you know, I've given you free listening to my Audible. Everything is in there, you know, like I can't do anything else but give it to you, but you need to, you know, make the effort to listen to it, whether it's 5 minutes in the car, just to start those cogs turning. You know, just make sure that you give it a go. Just try and listen to something, or a SoundCloud when you're walking, or whatever it might be. Again, I don't listen every day, you know, but if I'm going on a longer, even when I went actually away with the kids, like we had the radio on for a while, but then I did like 30 minutes with my headphones on, and they were doing whatever they wanted to do. And then I took it off, because obviously I don't want to be rude the whole time. But I did do, like, I still put my headphones on and, you know, did some PD, and then we had another hour and a half of quality time and, you know, I Spy and all of that. But I was like, no, you can chill for 30 minutes. So, you know, just slip it in wherever you can. Drive to Bunbury. That's what I'm telling you to do. No, but any decent trips, you know, 10 minutes or whatever, get into it. So another thing, ask for help. If you are stuck in your business or if you're not where you want to be, ask us for help. That is what we are there for. It doesn't matter whether you've been doing this forever and you feel like you need help. Don't feel like you're meant to know everything. That is not the case. Okay. I got Danielle like last year sometime to come do a business chat with me because I thought I haven't had one with her for so long and I just wanted to see if I was still doing it right or whatever. And it turns out, yes, there was nothing that you know what I mean? But I just wanted that reinforcement and she came like, that's what we do. So whether you've been doing this for a long time or a short time, if you feel like you need help with something, ask. That is what we're here for. We're not going to turn around and say, oh, well, actually, you should know that. You should, you've been doing this for a while now. Yeah, if you ask me to come and do every workshop with you, like 3 years in, I'm probably going to start to say no. But, we are here to help. And if you're stuck on asking or you feel like you're not getting your business done properly or you feel like you're not asking for the nutrition and you're not getting a good result, reach out and just confirm that what you're doing is the right thing and we'll help you. Okay. So don't be afraid to ask. We really are here to support you. So please don't ever feel that you can't come to us. And another thing is if you're not where you want, we do a lot of reflection at the end of the year. And, if at the end of 2019, you're like, you know what, I wasn't quite where I wanted to be, you need to change something, obviously. I mean, this business, it's all about timing as well. So it could be that you were doing everything right and it just wasn't your time, but there could also be little tweaks that you could make. It might just be your PD. It might be your ask. It might be that, you haven't sponsored enough people, whatever it is, but there are things that, need to change. There's things that I need to change for myself. I've already said like my consistency and things like that. So, just, I guess, be open to changing. Personal development will grow you, obviously, and have a think about what you want to do differently. It really is about taking ownership of your business and responsibility for where you're at, what you think you could do differently. Lauren Peters, I saw one of her quotes which I really, really loved, and she just said like 6 months of focus and determination can completely change your business. And that's quite a long time, but 6 months of just head down, bum up, getting it done can absolutely change your business and change your life. And that is exactly what I intend to do. Personally, I am so focused right now. And, it doesn't mean that you have to be if that's not what you want in your business. But if you want this, like, you can do this. Just head down, bum up, focus and get it done. You're in the right spot because we're here to help you with that. So, yeah. But yeah, I really, really like that. Okay. Oh, I'm reading this book at the moment, which I am really, really loving. A little bit airy-fairier than what I would usually read. I go through phases of what I read, but she talks a lot about, it's more written like by a millennial, and she talks a lot about, the universe and working in your alignment and all of that kind of stuff. And she talks about being in your tap. So, when you're doing something and it's quite effortless and it feels really good. So for me, sometimes when I'm public speaking, I just feel like I'm flying. Like, I just love it. I'm in the zone. I'm doing, like, I am just in my element. And she calls that being in the tap. And it's like you're doing what you're meant to be doing. And, you're in alignment with what you're supposed to be doing. And she talks a lot about stuff like that. So, and she also talks about when Becky, what did you message me? I can't read it. She also talks about, if you've got an idea that keeps coming back to you, are you giving it the right attention? Are you acting on it? Because that is the universe just basically knocking on your door and going, oi, remember me? And I know for me personally, like, I've been trying to get out to this gym to see this guy that, anyway, he's bought a gym and blah, blah, blah. And then the last time I went to go and see him, his daughter was sick from school and I didn't get out there. And then I completely forgot about it. And every now and then it just pops back into my brain and I'm like, get out to that gym. And these are the little signs from the universe just saying to you as well, like, remember this, like, that could be a whole new avenue for me. Like, he could join the business and there could be a whole gym under me. You know what I mean? But have you got an idea that keeps coming back to you? Another one is me contacting Bruce and getting them to use our protein in their raw balls. And I just keep not getting back there. Do you know what I mean? So do you have little things like that where you're like, oh my God, I meant to go and do that with the mums group, or I meant to go to the daycare centre, or I meant to do this, or and then you haven't done it. If it keeps coming back to you, you need to take action on it. You really need to take action on it because it keeps coming back to you for a reason, and you need to, action whatever it is and get it happening. Okay. So what are you doing to meet people? Like, we know we need to sponsor. in this business, you need to create relationships. It's not going to happen overnight, but you need to be getting in front of other people and new people. For me, I join gyms. It's what I do. It's not because I'm a personal trainer. It is because I like to train. All right. It's got nothing to do with me. I'm not working at another gym, but I do join gyms. I go to different places and I meet people. So I was doing the F45 for a little while, and it's so expensive, but they've just released a 28-day challenge and it's half price for the month. So I've joined for the month, and I'm going to do that for 4 weeks. And I don't know, see what happens after that. But again, I'm meeting people. A few of them have started following me on Instagram, and I'm making those relationships. One of the ladies there, her daughter was her birthday. I'm like, happy birthday, blah, blah, blah. You know, you just start to build those relationships. And I'm not going to do it with everyone. I'm going to do it with the ones I connect with, because doing it with everyone is not authentic to me. Like, if I like someone, I will make friends with them. I don't want them to join my business if I don't like them. Not being rude, but I want to be surrounded by like-minded people. So the ones that there's maybe 2 or 3, that's it. I'm not like friending everyone and being like a weirdo, but there's just a couple that I liked, and those are the ones that I'm gonna talk to. And yeah, I will definitely ask them at some point over the next 8 weeks to join my business. Not now, because it would be weird, but it's building those relationships. So you need to, whether you've got small children's and and you can join something or do your swimming lessons or go to a class or whatever. If you don't like the gym, just do something so that you are meeting people. Cooking classes, I've talked about this before. Do something that you enjoy and you can meet people, and just don't be too crazy about it and get on there too quickly. And say yes to things. So like, I've got quite a few things coming up this weekend, and I don't want to go to all of them. I've got hang on, I'm just trying to think if you guys know my friend on Saturday. Anyway, it's not that I don't want to go, it's just an effort to go all the time. But I was like, I'm friends with, not close friends, but I was invited to her housewarming, and I was like, you know what, it's a picnic in the afternoon, we can take the kids, blah, blah, blah. And I'm going to meet a whole lot of people. I don't really know anyone that's going other than her. So it'll be a whole afternoon of socializing and meeting new people. And I was like, you know what? I need to go partly because, obviously I want to see her, but she'll be mostly busy to support her. But also I'm like, you know what? It's just meeting new people. And it's not like, again, I'm going to go and meet them and be like a crazy person and, join my business. But if you meet someone that you think is amazing, then you become friends with them and you might start following each other or whatever. If I don't meet anyone that I can particularly click with, that's completely fine too. So I'm not just going to meet people, but it's just, I guess, that little thing that tips me over the edge and gives me that little push to say, you know what, you should go to that. You should go and meet some new people. You should, get out there and not be lazy, basically. So remember why you started. Remember why you started this business. When you joined this business, did you have this big ambition or goal, and were you all excited about what you could achieve? And then after a while it starts to get a little bit hard sometimes, and it's like, but remember what you wanted, remember what appealed to you, because it is all so bloody possible, guys. Like, seriously. And this year in Arbonne is going to be amazing. They're going to be so generous. It's their 40th anniversary. They want this to be epic. They're going to be, it's going to be absolutely awesome. So I'm going to try and pull up my screen just so you can have a quick look. Oh God, here we go. Hang on. How do I do this? Share. Here we go. Advanced sharing options. How do I do this? I've done this before. Oh, here we go. So, here we go. Oh, all right. Can you guys see that? Or not? Yep.
Yes, I can.
Okay, awesome. Can you still see me or just that?
I can see you too.
Oh, so don't pick my nose or anything? Okay. So, all right. So this is, I think this is something really, really good to print out and just put on the top of your vision board, or, just put somewhere in your office. And it's just having a 6-month goal, like just breaking down your goals for the next 6 months. So this will be different for each and every one of you. And I've just put like a little example here of things that popped into my head that I want to do. I haven't given this much thought, to be honest. I just jotted them down, and, I can reevaluate them. I have this printed. It is sitting under, so I've got like National Vice President. I've got the dates I want to go. I've got my little pulley things that I pull off for every time I hit certain QV. And then underneath, oh God, Oh, actually, it's pinned in, so I can't pull it off. Anyway, it's on there. So as you can see, I've got the 6 months goals. So business focus, earn the AIT trip. I want to promote a direct RVP, 2 direct AMs, 2 direct DMs. I want to earn my RVP bonus, and I want to hit the 100,000 club. I actually want to hit 100,000 club by April. So I've written that down. And then personally, so obviously you've got your business, and then you've got, personally. So for me, do more of what I love, and yes, say no to things that don't fall into my alignment. And I'm really loving that at the moment. Like, I just want to really do the things that are making me happy, and things that feel good, and surround myself with that. And to me, my Arbonne business is actually one of the things that makes me feel good. Like, I'm happy when I'm arbonning. Like, how lucky is that? But that's actually my happy place, like, that's what I love doing. So that's, and so that's one of my big things. And to be really, really honest with you, one of the things that I don't want to do is, like, when I go out and I get smashed and I'm hungover and I feel like shit for the next few days, like that. I've always loved a good party, but I actually don't really love that anymore. Like, I really don't. Like, that doesn't make me happy, and it doesn't make me feel good, and I feel awful the next day, blah, blah, blah. Like, I actually I really want to be in my business. So that's a big thing for me this year. Practicing self-love and personal growth, loving yourself, warts and all. That's massive. I truly think that is so important to learn how to do that. None of us are perfect. Like, none of us are, but you'll just be so much happier if you learn that that's okay and just try to become a better person through personal development and all that kind of stuff. I want to save a deposit for the house, and I want to spend quality time with the girls. Like, they're getting older, and I love spending time with them. They're just, we're getting along really well, and it's good most of the time, other than when they're fighting. So that's mine. If you want to, set something like that for yourself. Okay. The next one, and I'm not going to go for too much longer, guys. I know, you can only stay focused for so long, is your vision. And is this a book that I'm reading? I'm reading a lot of things. I read different. Is it? I think it is. Yeah. I read different books at the same time, because depending on how I'm feeling as to what I want to read. So we overestimate what we are capable of in a year, and we underestimate what we are capable of in 10 years. You've probably heard this before, and it's really, really true. And your vision can change. So just because you've got a big kick-ass vision, don't get scared and go, oh, I don't want to lock that in, because it can change. It's your vision. You can change it anytime you want. So, but if you look at a year, you can get a little bit muddled sometimes, but if you break your vision up into 10 years and then go backwards, so don't start with the 90 days, start with the 10 years. What is your big goal? Where do you want to be in 10 years? Yeah. And that can be anything, and then work back. Okay. And once you've worked back, break it down into drop points as to what you need to do to get there. So you've got your 10 years, your 5 years, your 3 years, your 1 year, and then your 90 days. And then when you get down to your 90 days, what do you need to do to actually make that happen? Oh, I can't spell buff. I got my buff wrong in there. That's supposed to be double F. Anyway, and this is just some stuff that I'm working on. But like, for me, okay, if I want to be swapping trainings with other VPs, that means I need to be networking. I need to be building relationships. I need to be, reaching out, blah, blah, blah. So this just shows me what I need to be doing in the next 90 days to be making this happen. Okay. If I want my 3 direct elevations, okay, what am I doing about that? I need to get at least 8 ICs for that. I need to, blah, blah, blah. So just break it down, set your big ass scary goal, and then come back from it. Okay. So do your 10-year goal and then work back from it. And you can do this however you want. This is just an idea. The next one. I don't know if you guys saw this, if you follow Lauren Peters on Instagram, but this is her picture that she put up at the start of 2020. So if you don't know, Lauren Peters went National Vice President last year, just at the end of the year. Now, she's a single mum with 3 kids, and she was just a normal consultant like the rest of us. If you flip back on her Instagram or on her Facebook, you'll see just a normal girl with Vic McHugh at conference. I've showed Britt this, with her little lanyard on, just looking like a regular Joe. If you see her now, she's absolutely stunning. She's all dressed beautifully, all that kind of stuff. But she didn't always look like that. She was just a normal consultant. But look at her office. I loved this, because I was like, you know what? My office can look like that. Like, you know what I mean? Like, if I just clear a bit of shit out. But, like, it's nothing fancy. You don't need to be fancy. She's gone MVP. She does, like, I mean, if you see Danielle's office, it's incredible. And, you know, it's what you would expect for Danielle, because she's just a class act and she's gorgeous and she's beautiful. But it doesn't need to be like that. Like, you don't need to look at something like that and go, oh, shit, you know, that's not really me. Like, look at Lauren. She's really basic. She's got the real basics there. She's got her Kmart vision board up. She's got, you know, and she's gone MVP. You don't need to be, you know, anything fancy. You can just have the basics. You know, we see it all the time. As long as you've got a Wi-Fi connection and a vision, you've got a business and you can make this work. You just need to be committed and disciplined. So I really loved it when I saw that picture. That's why I took a photo of it, because I was like, you know what? That's any one of us. You know, that's an MVP desk right there. So it's just, so yeah, any of us can do it. Excuses. So, you know, we all have excuses, and we all have valid excuses. Everyone is busy. You never come across someone that says, you know what, I've just had so much free time this year. It's just been amazing. Like, really nothing to do, looking to fill the days. Well, it's very rare. Everyone is busy. You know, you've all got different busyness, whether it's small children, lack of sleep. You know, you can see kids, jobs, unsupportive husbands, long days, broken sleep, whatever it is. Like, we all have shit to do. Yeah. Everyone is busy, but we do all have the same amount of time of the day. It is making this business a priority. Like I said, put your head down, make it a priority, and you'll get success. Okay. I have to get sitters to do things, especially now Brian's not around. You know, it's hard. It's annoying. It's expensive. It's, you know, it is what it is. But you know what? It's worth it. It is so worth it. So, you know, you just have to push past the excuses if you want to succeed. It is so easy to get caught up, and, you know, they're valid excuses too, but you're just going to have to push past. And, you know, if you want to be successful, and just get it done, you know, like, just get up early, do your PD at night, whatever. Look, even Danny this evening, you know, she missed her walk this morning. She jumped on the call, and because her daughter was up at 4:30 a.m. and she was on the treadmill, like, getting it done, you know. Like, it's just, you if it's a priority, you will find a way. You will always find a way. And it's so true. You always find a way if something is a priority to you. And then this is the last one. I just loved these little quotes. Success doesn't come and find you. You have to go out and get it. And it's so true. It is so true. You know, like, it's not just going to be like one day everyone messages you and says, oh, I'm ready to join a business and I'm ready to go region. You can just be an MVP now. It's not going to happen. Like, you've got to go out and find it, and you've just got to enjoy the journey. I cannot stress that enough. I've always been really, really goal focused. And again, there's just been a bit of a shift with me that I want to enjoy what I'm doing as well. Like, I'm always reaching, which is fantastic. Always reach and go for goals, but also enjoy what you're doing as well. You know, you do have to enjoy the journey, so that, you know, you're just not constantly dissatisfied, I guess. So, you know, enjoy being at a workshop, enjoy meeting the new people, you know, enjoy when someone promotes, and, you know, if you don't get something, to still enjoy the fact that you've been to a happy, healthy hour and got to hang out with these awesome people, or that we've all had a fun night out, or whatever it might be. You know, just try and enjoy the journey as well. Not always looking for the outcome. Your soul is rooting for you. I'm, you know, turning into a hippie in my whole old age, but yeah, I love that. Because for me, this is definitely what makes me happy. And empowered women empower women, and that is what we get to do at the end of the day. And men, obviously. I did think, have I got any men jumping on? I was like, no, okay, good. But, you know, we really are so damn lucky. We're successful by empowering each other and helping each other. Like, what a way to do life. It really is. Rather than being in a cutthroat world, we've got to overtake each other, or, you know, working in a bitchy office, or, you know, having a boss who just is a freaking asshole, and blah, 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 all that kind of stuff. So, you know, we are just so lucky. And I know that at the beginning, you don't always get to see the big picture of what we have, but you just have to trust me when I tell you, like, it just gets better and better. You've just got to put the hard yards in at the start. And yeah, we have been given this 3,500, like, we can do, like, you can all do 3,500 QV. Like, that excites me so much. So yeah, I just think that is amazing. And get out there this month. You know, you're being handed everything you could possibly want this month to be able to make that happen. get booking. We've got so much time to have happy, healthy hours and book workshops and all that kind of stuff. So yeah, I just want you all to, you know, feel my excitement, I guess, because I know this is going to be such an incredible year. So many of you have already become, you know, such incredible leaders, and you know so much about this business that you are just ready to absolutely run out of that gatepost and just, you know, have these incredible teams, but they're not going to join you unless you ask them to. So yeah, I think that was pretty much mostly what I wanted to talk to you guys about. Hopefully you got something out of that, and I haven't just rabbited on for half an hour for no reason. Does anyone have any questions at all?
No questions.
Awesome. All right, guys. Well, hang on. Let me get rid of this. Oh, got my spin elixir in here. Okay. What was this one? I can't see that. What does it say, Becky? Oh, so, yeah, same amount of days as Beyonce. Yeah, I've heard that. Oh. Beyonce. Yeah, I've heard that one.
Oh, I was going to say, what does what say? Which one?
Beautiful. All right, guys, I'll let you all jump off then. And yeah, I will talk to you all very soon. Don't forget the Shake Bar event. You've all been invited to that. Oh, hang on, just quickly. My vision for that is I'm going to set up at Sapporo probably 5 or 6 different blenders with fruits and shakes and all that kind of stuff. I'm borrowing Danny and Andy's projector. And then Britt, I haven't actually asked you yet, but I'll probably get you to do like a little nutrition talk with some slides on there. So I'm going to do a 6:30 get there for a 7 p.m. start. I'll do a gift basket giveaway and prizes and stuff. We're going to select people out of the crowd to actually make the shakes. So I'll probably get 5 or 6 people. I'll ask for volunteers so that everyone can see how easy it is, and then they can pour out the shakes for everyone to try. I'm going to have pumpkin bread there, you know, all raw slices and things like that for everyone to try. And we're just going to make it like this huge, exciting event that everyone wants to be a part of. I'm going to do some posts leading up with like pictures of shakes or pumpkin bread. So if you've got anything from the healthy living that you want to share, I'm also going to print off some of the recipes so they can see the recipes that are involved in the 30 days and things like that, so they can see what they get. And I'll have obviously the nutrition set up so they can see what's in a pack. And yeah, anyway, that's basically what we're looking at doing. So it should be heaps of fun, interactive, and it shows them how easy it is. And especially this time of year, I think we should have really good success with that. So yeah, any questions, let me know. All good? I love the silence. That means no questions. All right, guys. I will talk to you all very, very soon. All right. Bye.